Hello there guys, Hugo here, hope you're well. Welcome back to another P3D video. We are in the PMDG NGXu expansion, the 737-700 model. Normal blended winglets, not the split scimitar ones. We're currently sat on the ground in New Orleans, rainy New Orleans in fact. And also, I think it's the first time in V5 with an immersion pack. So as you can tell, the 737 V2 immersion pack is obviously running as intended, with the rain dropping off the fuselage. Getting coating on board for this flight off to Fort Lauderdale. I'm getting a stutter every now and then, but I don't know if that's just AI being deleted or spawned in or something. Or it's just GSX loading in this guy's model and the sim is struggling because this is LatinVFR scenery, which is, you could say unoptimized, but because it's unoptimized it looks so good. But it does like to take up a lot of video memory and just, well, general performance. But we're in V5, so it's really smooth. Anyway, let's go inside the cockpit and let's go and get things set up. I don't know why Cold and Dark always does that to the yoke. It's really weird. We don't need to look at the FMC just yet. We need to get power. So battery on. There we go. And then ground power on. And we can go and get the IRSs aligned up to nav, left and right, and we set heading status and see how long until the IRSs will align. Okay, FS, not FMC actions, FS actions. We go to doors and close up the doors because the catering has now finished for our... Did I say off to Fort Lauderdale? I think I was about to say getting catering aboard for our flight to Fort Lauderdale, but I don't think I did in the end. But yes, we're doing a nice 1 hour 41 minute hop to Fort Lauderdale. Anyway, this can go to FS actions on this side and we can go to the FMC page. You can see 737-700 blended winglets, Iraq is 2008 and it's current within July 16th to August 13th, which is correct. Pausing it, we are at New Orleans, KMSY. We're in fact at the new terminal at stand Bravo 4. This is a very new terminal, I'm pretty sure. And the old terminal has been demolished, I think. Part of it, it looks like it's been demolished. You can see where it used to be, unless the scene didn't install correctly. But there's still this part of the old terminal. We've got the factories over there. Oh, nice FedEx. You know what? I don't know my aircraft, if that's an A300 or an A310. I need to know that. But I know it's one of those two. So yeah, we're at the southwest, that's London Airport. One of the London airports, in fact. Southwest terminal, I guess you could say, because there's a lot of Southwest around here, but are there any on that side? No, so I guess Southwest Park on the Bravo stands. You can see there's two other AI, and then there's a United, no, Frontier, sorry, Frontier over there on the Charlie stands. Right, let's go back inside the Loud VC. One thing we can do right now, we can go and set the current QNH, which is 3008. And that's synced up all displays, which is nice. So you can say cross-checked or triple-checked. I don't know what you would say exactly in a Southwest operational environment. Right, RSs can go in. Let's go and do fuel and payload. So total fuel on board. Obviously we are flying Southwest, so pounds is what we're going to be inputting today. And we are putting in 17,000 pounds of fuel. So put that in like so. 0 fuel weight is going to be 114,000 pounds. Yes, crazy. Which gives us... Did I put that in wrong? I think I did, because I definitely didn't mean that. Oh, did I not do the decimal? There we go. This gives us 118 people on board. So now we can go and request boarding. GSX and type in 118. That is the coolest passenger count. 118, 118. If you know what I'm on about, then you know what I'm on about. Right, so company route is KMSY-KFLL, like so, just the departure and the arrival iCal, and that's put in our route. If you want to fly the route with me, well, after what I've done, as this is a recording, there you go. Let's go and open up the doors. So open door. Wait, did it not ask me for a jetway? Huh. Boarding passengers now. Interesting. I'm not too sure why it didn't ask me for a jetway. Oh, what does it say? No set so jetway. Wait, yeah, I know that. This aircraft is too far. You are a very lazy jetway. You do know that, right? Oh wow. That's a shame. LatinVFR, if you're watching. I think you configured your model to be a bit wrong in terms of where it can actually go to. Anyway. Open left forward entry. Yep, so that is actually going to open to nothing at the moment, but whatever. Departure runway is going to be 02, and our flight number is Southwest, so SWA 1432. Activate, execute that, perf in it. 0 fuel rate to subclick that. Plan fuel, we planned. Oh, there's a decimal, I keep forgetting. 17 tons of 70 tons? 17 pounds. 17,000 pounds. Got that in the end, third time lucky. And our final reserve is 4,000 pounds. Cost index, I looked this up online. I saw like my first Google search, it was 36. So if I am wrong with that, please let me know. Let's go right down for future references. We can go up to 390. I mean, it says 388, but we can make it to 390 or burn us some fuel, obviously. So we'll definitely make it up there. And we will be setting our cruise winds. Well, no, we're not setting it. We are putting in what it is. We are not setting the wind itself. We are not God. 18,000 feet for transition altitude. That is good. So we need to go and make sure all the overhead's set up as well. So those are all correct for now, that is. Obviously the ground power is up and running, emergency lights can be armed, chime can go on, seatbelts as we've got this, the fuel on board, that can go on as well. And we can get the window heats on. And the prep heats can stay on auto for now. Hydraulic LX can go off, or stay off, and ignition to both. Look light, obviously it's the day, so that can stay off, and strobe or position lights to steady, like that. That's just the nav lights. Packs, well, we've got air conditioning, so that can stay off until we have finished starting up our engines. An isolation valve can stay open. That's all good. 39,000 feet into there, and we'll keep this landing altitude at 0 for now until we arrive. Well, until we get in the air, then I can reset that to Fort Lauderdale's landing altitude. Right. Actually, there's a nice little chart here, I just realised. It says what cabin altitude you might have at a certain cruising altitude. So we're cruising around about here, 390. So our cabin altitude would be around about 8,000 feet. Nice. So 18,000 feet in there. And then our runway heading, so runway 02, can go to MCP as well, which is 016. And we just need to set up the speed. I'll do that in one moment. We're going to set 10 traffic data, and then on the FO side, we're going to set 40 traffic data, and terrain, the VORs are already on, which is good. Also TFSBAB, and because that's off, and then it will ensure the route, because the RSs are going to take 0 more minutes to align. Oh, so they're almost aligned. That's nice. Ah, and the baggage is almost here as well. That's lovely. I think the passengers are virtually boarded, so we'll go and close up that door to help out in realism, and we'll get the APU started up. So we'll just get the forward one pump on until the warning light's gone off, and it has. So we'll go and get APU started up. Performance. Copy FMC data. It is current. I was about to put dry then, because it's always dry, but no, it's actually wet today. So we put wet. The winds are let's go and show keyboard here. 090 at 7 knots here on the ground. So we'll have a 2 knot headwind, 7 knot crosswind, and the current QNH is 30.08. I don't know how it's 26 degrees and it's raining. I mean, it's mad. Right, first rating. Like I always do, we'll start off with D-rate 2. If we can't make that, then we'll go D-rate 1. If we can't make that, then we'll do no D-rates. Flaps 5, air conditioning on, NCI's off. And we'll calculate like so. And it can do it with the set temp as well. Nice. So, D-rate 2, set temp 32. Let's go and put that in. Copy the CG, flap 5, and we'll just put in the V-speed, so 119. Wait, is our gross weight correct? Yeah. Because those V1 speeds are very different. 119 to 129. Interesting. Our V rotate speed is the same though, and our V2 is 135, which is the same. Just our V1 is a bit lower. I think the reason is it's because it's wet and it's not being put wet in here. In fact, let me go and put everything in here, and then we'll have to redo the speed. So 090 at 7 knots, and no slope, like so. And yeah, there we go. There we go. We can just copy everything like so. Boarding is complete. We can close up the doors, and ground services we can sit on that page, and we can wait for AP startup. Oh, it is already started up. Lovely. AP generators on, and AP gen up there. TR1, and we can say goodbye to the ground power. Set parking brake, and then we can just remove wheel chocks, and that will remove the ground power, like so. Out of New Orleans, there are no departures. It's just direct two-way waypoint. So you can see it's just nothing. So yeah, that's that. We'll go straight up to 390 for our first waypoint, which is 151 nautical miles away from us. We can actually load up the winds, so we can get accurate winds for every single waypoint, and we can re-enter in these all V-speeds. We'll go and prepare for pushback. We'll get GSX connected up, like so. We'll load up the winds and execute. There we go. So then way more accurate wind data, obviously. A lot stronger winds towards Fort Lauderdale in Florida. Lovely. So that can sit on the legs page, that can sit on the takeoff page, and we can just wait for GSX to get connected up. I'll lock in the gear now. Nice. And lovely, you've got the engine page sat there ready for us for engine start. Now we've set the V2 speed, we can go and put that up in here in the MCP. So 135. It does give us an option for us to do a nose left, but that's kind of tight in my opinion, so I don't really trust it. What I'm going to do is, there's no AI in that stand, is there? So I'm just going to push back roughly to there, facing like that, and that should be good. Turn off the EFB. Don't need it anymore. And we can go and release the parking brake.
All engines clear. Start at will.
Okay. So flight directors on, auto throttle arm on, and we can go and start the engines. But first, all the fuel pumps. Make sure there's no fuel in the center, which there isn't. And hydraulics on, packs are off, isolation valve to auto. And AP bleed definitely needs to be on. And is this going to warn us about a dual bleed for now? Because we've got engine bleeds turned on. They can actually turn off when we've got the APU running, but I don't think that matters. We need to get the prop heats to on, and the yaw damper on, and we can set ground, set the timer, and off we go. We need to wait until we get to 25% N2 for us to bring in the fuel. I'm not going to get the wiper on just yet, we don't need it as of now. We'll get it on taxi. Okay, so there's 25% N2. Bring in the fuel. There we go. Nice nice loud noises. Okay, please set parking brake. So we'll set the parking brake. The start switch is just clicked off. We can set ground for number 1, and we can get that started up. Nice. Number 1 is starting up, and 2 is rising, and 20%. 25 fuel's coming in. Lovely. Once engine number 1 is started up, we can get the generators on. We'll whack on the packs auto isolation valve. Well, we can keep it on auto, but we can actually, it'll be closed basically on auto. But auto knows what it should be doing, so yes. We can go and get another VNAV armed. That should arm, maybe not ARM because of the current heading, which is fine. It doesn't really have a proper departure. In fact, because there's no departures, is there like a
Left is clear. Right is clear.
standard for departing out of this airport? Probably ATC would provide it to you, but obviously we're flying offline with AI, and there's no way of telling, understanding unless you don't understand the way the airport operates. Anyway, start switch for number 1 has started up. So Gen 1, Gen 2, packs auto, APU off, and AP bleed off. Gen 1 up there, and continuous engine speeds. Let's go to the system page. Actually, there is no flight control display, so we'll just go and get the engines up here. RTO and flat 5. We set the trim to 6.57, so I'll set that. All the way. Come on, keep it going. That will do. Lovely. And we can get the taxi light on, and we can go and set TCAS to XPNDR, or whatever it is. If I can read upside down or to the side, XPNDR. Yes, that's what I want. On the ground and taxiing. So, release the parking brake, give it a bit of speed, get us moving. We'll go and taxi on the center line, like this center line here, and our taxi route, we're going to continue straight on. We're going to take left at, actually let me see what the rear word did, see how it taxied around New Orleans. No, yeah, we're going to cross the runway, so we're going to continue straight, well, doing a little right hand turn. We're going to cross the runway at Foxtrot here. Hello car, please stop for me, or I'll stop for you. And we're gonna, should we just thread the needle here? Yes. Oh god. Don't look. Right, so here's Foxtrot. We're gonna cross the runway here at Foxtrot, and before we do that, make sure it's all clear. Nothing I can see in approach, nothing on the runway that side, this side, nothing I can see in approach, nothing on the runway. So let's go across. And then we'll take a left on Echo after we cross the runway. As we're crossing the runway, we'll get the strobes on. Just to let anyone know that we haven't seen, we are crossing the runway and they should be able to see the strobes. This says going to get the wiper on, but I don't really need it. So that's why I didn't turn on the wiper, but there you go. Whoa! Right, that was a weird thing going on with the scenery just there. If anyone has New Orleans, watch out, do not taxi or cross that runway at that point. It is very dangerous. Okay, let's continue down Echo here. And then we'll take a right on Sierra to get ourselves to runway 02. Another Southwest taxiing here. Oh no, please hit taxi to Foxtrot. Actually, I think he's taxiing to runway 11. Let's just keep ourselves an idle here. Oh, what's that? Credit card only. Airport parking. $11 a day. Wow, nice. We're pilots, so I don't care. Maybe a bit slow on that turn, please. Thank you, good. Thank you. Awesome. So it's the left after whiskey. So if this is whiskey, yeah, we need to take the next left. I think Sierra continues around. Yeah, it does. Awesome. So make our way over there. Into the runway. I don't think AI are using this runway, so we can just whack ourselves on. I can't see anything in that direction, which is good. And I think I saw the other Southwest taxiing to the other runway, so I think we're also fine there. Just whack ourselves onto there. So landing lights on, turn offs on, taxi light off, continuous and stay, strobe on, and anti-collision light needs to go on because I've got to turn it on engine starts. Thank you for all the comments below. That is now going to shout at me. Right. Okay. Round we go. Is our nose wheel steering broken? Because that is a very wide turn like that just did. I think maybe a little glitch in the scenery has messed us up there. T-gas to TARA. Weather radar can go on. Obviously terrain's already on that side. And nothing down there. And I think that Southwest will still be taxiing. Ah, there's an American Eagle as well. Nice. Right. We need to go and line ourselves up as well on departure. I'm just going to set heading select. This is runway heading for departure. And we'll keep it on VNAV. Cool. Let's start the timer. Set about 50%. Actually, I thought it was a glitch. It isn't. Awesome. Once we hit 50 and stable. Yeah, toga. Let's go. So looking for 89.2% N1. There we are, thrust set. Airspeed is live. 80 knots. V1. Rotate.
V2.
In the air, come on. There we go. Right. Positive rate. Gear up. There's the gear coming up. Lovely. I don't think this trim was set very well. It's definitely wrong. I'm like pulling back like all the way. Just change this trim just to help us out. There we go. Awesome. Goodbye, New Orleans. Oh, I should have went on wing a bit earlier. Goodbye, New Orleans. Autopilot can go on, and we can whack on the LNAV, and we can just make a direct, like so, to the first waypoint. It's passing 2,000 feet. It's going to reset its heading to roughly towards the next waypoint, something like that. Make it a bit more accurate when we get there. Wiper can go to park, like so. Yeah, it's very silly of me. I forgot to turn on the anti-collision light. Oh dear. Right, flap 1. Actually, flap can go all the way up now. All the flaps up. Goodbye to them. Gear can go off. Anti-skid, not anti-ice, can go off. Not anti-skid. Wrong thing again. Auto brake. I just read anti-skid up below, but it's the auto brake. Lovely. Okay, set up these zooms, basically the rest of the flight. Like that, it's passing 3,000 feet. Awesome. I'm not very good at knowing my New Orleans, I must say. I'm not sure if that's downtown New Orleans or somewhere else. I don't know my America very well, except Manhattan, let's say, because that's basically the only place I've been to in the real world. Is that a ginormous bridge? Right. Once we pass 10,000 feet, we'll set the land lights to off, and obviously 18,000 feet we'll set a standard pressure, as always in the US. Nice. We'll set this on the progress page. You can see our time of arrival, so 2000 Zulu, I guess you could say, or 1959 to be exact. About 9,000 tons of 9,000 pounds of fuel left. In Fort Lauderdale. Expected, estimated. Okay, as we're climbing at 3,000 feet per minute, just about to pass 10,000 feet. Very soon. Like so. So, well, we don't have to turn off the landing lights exactly 10,000, but it's a rough line. So, engine speeds, engine starters, in fact, can just go to off now. We've got no extra drag, and we're into turbulence. Well, I would assume it's just because we're near clouds. So, yeah. Maybe active sky is saying there should be a cloud here, but true sky doesn't want to spawn a cloud here. But look at that, though. Look at the clouds. Look at the lighting and everything. Like, true sky is just... wow. Very, very gorgeous. Absolutely amazing. Just about to head into this cloud now. There we go. Well, almost in the go. There we go. Now we're in the clouds. Okay, we're just approaching 18,000 feet. Let's go and reset this up to 39,000 to our cruise. And as we pass 18,000, we can set standard pressure. There we are. Also, once I get out the clouds, we will turn off the seatbelt signs, but, you know, there's no point in you watching for the rest of that. So, I'll see you in the descent into Fort Lauderdale, and enjoy the cinematics of the 737-700, the first time of the immersion from parallel 42 in the video. Ah, there we go, out the clouds. Whoa, hello. I think something's either unloading or loading in. Right, seatbelts can go to auto. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed that departure out of New Orleans. Enjoy the cinematics, and I'll see you in the arrival into Fort Lauderdale. Bye-bye. Hello guys, welcome back in descent, literally passing 18,000 feet as we speak, and therefore we need to go and set the current QNH, which is 3008, and there it goes. Right, so just passing 160, ATA is 1958 Zulu, it's currently 1945, so we should be landing about 13 minutes. What's cool is 13 minutes time will give us a flight time of 1 hour and 28 minutes. Roughly 15 minutes shorter than what we expected, which is awesome. And what was like 13 minutes exactly? I can't remember. I don't know maths. So we currently programmed a 10 left arrival into Fort Lauderdale. And we're currently on the what's it called? The Fortal 7 arrival. Basically, we don't even need it. It's just a number of waypoints up to cubic, and at cubic we should be at 8,000 feet, which we won't be, because the FMC didn't put it in anyway. But that doesn't matter because we've got the VNAV, and after that we'll get us taken off to Holid. Holid will get us on the ILS for runway 10 left. So we should be on the ILS at Pion? I'm not sure how to pronounce that. A pion, like in physics. Whatever. So yeah, 2,500 feet, and we should be on the glide slope along with the localizer. I don't know if we'll be on the glide slope at Holid, but we might be able to have the localizer in view for that. Talk about the ILS. Do I have the seatbelt signs on? Let's go and get those on because it's a bit low. But talk about the ILS. We need to go and set the frequency and the course. So the frequency is 110.1. So we'll get that on both sides. And then we'll go and set the final approach course 0906. On both sides, and there we have it. So frequency plugged in. You can see the DME is ready to go. Once we're in view of the localizer, that DME would activate. Say, awesome. Approach ref not selected. I know. I was about to do that. Oh, approaching 10,000. Let's just continue ourselves down this path. Let's just go to 2,500 for now. Cool. And our missed approach out is... oh, it's 2,000. We'll just set 2,000. Awesome. Oh, we did. It's not going to hold at 10,000. It's just slowing down so it can slow itself down to 250 knots. Okay. And we'll get the landing lights on because we're passing 10,000. There we go. So it's just going to slow itself down. We'll reset the heading to our current heading. Like so. 100, that's a nice round number. I think it's slowing down to 240. Yeah, 240 knots. Track applied. Yeah. It'll be fine then. We'll be fine. Orbx Open LC North America. That's what you can see right now. Very nice. I think Outer Sky is broken on us. Once again, it's not showing any clouds. There should be clouds. Well, Fort Lauderdale is cloudy apparently. Just refreshing it to see if any clouds will just miraculously spawn in. No? Are you sure, Active Sky? I mean, it's not cloudy where we are. It says it's cloudy at Fort Lauderdale. So I guess that's the reason, maybe. But it's just over there. You can see the airport. Miami down there. Somewhere. I don't know exactly how far down it is, but yeah, it's over there somewhere. We'll bring out some speed brake just to get ourselves back on that VNAV path. Just a tad. Let's do it by eye. There we go. We can bring up that much. Lovely. As long as I can... Okay, we need to bring a bit more. As long as we're catching up with that VNAV. As long as this number's getting smaller. Like that. Then we're good. Awesome. We're currently set 2,000, and we're going to be reaching 2,000 to the 2,500 waypoint, so we're absolutely fine there. So we're not going to go anywhere crazy. And the localizers has come into play. We'll hit the localizer like so, and it'll capture that, and when it can, we can see we're 27 miles out from the runway. Looking at that DME. Awesome. There's 7,000, and there's the localizer. Lovely. So it's just going to line itself up with the runway now. Just reset the heading. So we're just going to set that as well. 097. So initially, if we had to do a go around, we would climb to 800 feet, and then we'll turn left. Heading 070 degrees up to 2,000 feet. And then we'll hold at a certain waypoint called Zimav. We'd be instructed by ATC what to do, but we'd have ATC, and I don't think we're going to go around. The weather's fine, and if AI are being a meme, then I can just go and delete it. So, one of the AI landing 10 right. I don't see 10 right as a landing runway because of the slope. It just doesn't fit well for me. Anyway, if anyone's seen an aircraft land 10 right, please let me know, because I mean, maybe land actually, like, might be fine. I don't know. Taking off 10 left, right, sorry. Yeah, I don't know. I've landed myself on the slope itself, on runway 28 left. But I haven't taken off heading towards, on 10 right, towards the slope. Up there. Right, there's 4,000. Let's go with the speed brake now. I'm approaching that VNAV, and you can see the glide slopes come through. And we're way below it, so it doesn't matter. We'll go on the approach then. Oh, I double clicked it by accident. There we go. It's going to warn us about single CH being the autopilot command, but that's fine because we are going to take it manually down to the runway. We're going to do auto brake 1. Actually, that's a lie. We'll do auto brake 2. Actually, one's sufficient. One's sufficient enough. We'll be fine. Absolutely fine. Because we want to vacate towards the end, and we're only a 737-700. We do have a bit of fuel though. We've got 9,000 pounds. We'll do max reverse. We'll go max reverse. Okay, we're just approaching 2,500. Gonna be holding at that speed. We're gonna go to speed intervene. And we'll set 210, and we're going to set in at ref. We're going to land flat 30 at 131 knots. So our approach speed will be 136. In fact, we'll go to the flap up deep speed. It'd be nice to slow down as much as possible while we can, which is good. And that's 2,500 above ground. So the aircraft's slowing down to 198 knots now. It's passing at 12 miles, so actually we'll go and reset this down to 180. Set flat 1 like that, which flat 1 will give us a bit of drag, so bring out the slats there and a bit of the flap, or leading edges, whatever they want to call it. They have a clear sight of the runway. If I zoom in I can see it pretty well, but wait until I'm a bit closer, I can see this pappies and the runway itself a bit easier. Okay. Those 2,000 feet we'll be holding here until the glide slope comes through now. And there's 180 knots. As soon as that glide slope is just about to be captured, I will go and set flat 10 and we'll slow ourselves down 160 knots. So it's just coming through now. So 160 knots. Oh, why has it done that? That's because I just set the flaps. 160 knots. Flat 10. Alright, let's cancel that warning. Like so. Right, we'll go gear down, passing 2,000 feet below now. Or above, not below. Oh, you know what? Let's click reset there. Just set a standard barrow for 200. Like so. And we're passing 6 miles now, so we can go down to 136 knots. And you know what I didn't do? I didn't set the landing altitude in the end. It is 65 feet. We'll round it down to 50. Don't think the aircraft's going to like me doing that, but right, gears down, 3 greens, flat 15. I'm going to make sure I set out the flats before we pass that flap setting debug. Flat 25, flat 30, that'd be fine. Autopilot is coming out. And we're in 7.3, so we've also got to take out the auto throttle, like so. So my throttles, my aircraft, runway is in sight, doesn't look like any AI around, and we can set engine start switches to continuous. Awesome. A bit more power. I'm going to use the trim to help us stay on a certain pitch. Like so. Let's get ourselves back on that glide slope. Like that, lovely. No, not like that, like that, yes. Almost pitched down like before the glide slope came back in and just put ourselves right below the glide slope again, which is just stupid. Just keep us coming down, 3 reds, 1 white on the glide slope. We just passed minimum, so continue. Why is there no callouts? Oh, there's no minimum callout. Maybe Southwest don't do that.
50. 30.
Start this flare. No, not that quickly, and idle. I flared a bit too much initially. And there we go. Max reverses. There we are. Decel is passing 80 knots now. Looks like the APU is a short taxi, so a bit better to get that started now. Like so. Put on the manual brakes and vacate here on Bravo 9. No, that's this one, I think. This is Bravo 6. If I know I set the QNH correctly, it says we're below ground for some reason. Flight director's off. And get rid of the spoilers, flats can go up. And autobrake can go to the off position after it's dearmed. 1 hour and 30-minute flight time, absolutely amazing. And set standby on the TGAS and just continue it going through. We can see where we're going to park over today, just over there near the other southwest. Now that can go off. Text light on, off, and the start switches. And that's all good for now. For the taxi back, we can just clear up our PFD, sorry. Just reset the navs, so now clear off the ILS there. We can just click reset as well. That'll clear off the minimum. Ready for the next flight off. Also, we can set these back to the usual. Awesome. Right, I'm going to look at my charts to see what the exact stand number is. Is that Concourse A or B? I can't be sure. It's A. Awesome. So we go to concourse A, and obviously your A5 is occupied by AI. Nice. We'll go park right next to it. We'll go number 6. Taxi to the left of it. Or park next to it. And southwest, of course. Awesome. So we'll just continue on this taxiway, and it will come through on Bravo, which is just here. And it'll swing round to stand number 6, which is nice. Oh, I have to turn off the strobe. Oh no, I have. No, I didn't. That's on strobe and steady, not steady. It's okay. So yeah, Bravo. As you can tell, stand number 6, just to the left. Right there. Oh, that's a split scimitar one as well. So 737-800. Nice. Don't need the weather radar on anymore. That can go off. It's not like you can leave it off or to have to turn off. I mean, it's fine being on for a bit. Actually, is 6 a bit tight? Oh no, it's not. It's right here. It's okay. It's not bad. Tax lights can go off. I mean, it's very cozy. Imagine parking at stand down for 7. That'd be very cozy. So only come Alpha 6. Or stand 6 at Concourse Alpha. And we come. Let's get the Marshal to help us in. Very helpful. And cross your arms, please. Oh, there we go. Wow, that was a bit aggressive. Parking brake set. Hifi generators can go on. Goodbye engines. Hello AP bleed. Packs and stay on auto, so they should be able to open because it needs to feed both packs. And engine 1 and 2 bleeds can go off. And the anti-collision light off. Seatbelt signs off. AP generator up there. TR1 can stay. Your damper off. And just the fuel pumps except for the AP one can go off. Request deboarding. Get the this jetway works. It's not at New Orleans for some reason. And we can open up the cargo doors. We can go and set wheel chocks and request our ground power. We can release the parking brake now because we've got wheel chocks. Let the brakes cool down. And once ground power is connected, that already has, we can get that on. AP can go off, and then the packs can go off as well, because we'll get the air conditioning unit connected, and we can open up the doors, or just the one door, to get the passengers out. Nice, both fuel pumps, all fuel pumps, sorry, off. Elex, hydraulics, probes, heats to auto, and when the heats can stay on. And that is it. Oh, the Marsha parked us in a bit far out. We should have parked at this line, in fact. There's only one indicator, and it's actually for our aircraft type. How cool. You know, Cheer 6 doesn't understand things, so unless you manually configure it. That Alpha 6 is like in the jetway. I don't know if that's how it is IRL. And that is a lot of polygons for just one lettering. This is why these scenery are very high frame intensive, memory intensive. Anyway, wow, what a view of that aircraft. Hope you guys have enjoyed our flight today with Southwest and the 737-800. 700, I mean, not 800. That's an 800. From New Orleans to Fort Lauderdale. You haven't seen this airport before, it's very special because it has... That's a big lag spike. That's a very scary lag spike. Well, that was unfortunate. However, I can go to Google Maps. The sim did decide to die, but luckily it decided to die when I wanted to, well, when we finished off at Stand Alpha 6. But yes, it's a very special airport because it's got the slate runway. Right, thank you guys very much for watching today's video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye for now.